Well, it's that time of year again. It's starting to get colder, and people are starting to put the straws back on the hat rack and bust out the old felt. Now, if you're like me and you wear your hats all the time, you might have a hat rack. The only problem with hat racks are dust would accumulate all on the hat, and you gotta brush it off every once in a while. So in this video, I'm gonna show you how I was taught to clean felt cowboy hats for dirt, dust, and what have you, as well as a couple tips to help you get some tougher stains out, like more like greasy grime stuff in your hat. I'm gonna be using this felt hat, the Silver Belly. So this was a Radio King Silver Belly 10X felt hat, and I've had this hat coming on 3 years now. In January, I'd had this hat for 3 years, and I think for how much I've worn it, it looks pretty darn good, and that's because I babied this hat and I made sure that I cleaned this as much as possible. So I am going to take off the hat band. And the reason I'm taking off this hat band is because it is a snake skin. And with this rattlesnake skin hat band, I'm going to use this Scout Reptile and Exotic leather conditioner. I haven't done this in a while, so the skin is probably pretty dry. And general rules apply, just like applying it to some boots. Just want to spray it on there. Make sure it gets nice and moisturized, and go with the scales and rub it in. What that does is just moisturize the scales, give it a nice little sheen, and keep it from flaking. I'm going to let that dry for now. And now that we're done with that, we can start on the hat. So you can use several different things for cleaning your hat. I got here this hat cleaning sponge that I got from Cavender's. It's just nothing real special, it's just soft. And you could use a soft bristle brush, and that would work too. And what you do, you brush kind of with the grain, I guess, going counterclockwise, essentially. And I don't know if you can see it, but there's a lot of dust flying in here. It would be better for you to probably clean outside, but it is what it is at this point. And we're getting all that dust out, any of the loose hair or anything. Some dirt, some grime that's just kind of been introduced. There are going to be some places that are a little discolored from all the dirt, the grease from your fingers. If you just keep going over it in the same direction, it should get at least most of the way out, if not show some improvement in the color. I've definitely had plenty of stains in this Silver Belly. And for the backside, do the exact same thing. And this method works with all colors of the felt hats. Now, if you have what is called a grizzly, or a felt hat that has been sanded down to look like this, the care is similar, but it is highly recommended to be more gentle, and also use you'd use a soft bristle brush instead of that sponge. And this is not a wool, this is still a felt. Most hats, when they're done with the felting process, look like this, but they're sanded down to have this neat finish to it. Yeah. This is an American hat company hat, and it's a nice hat. I only wear this on very special occasions or when it's cold, and it doesn't really get too cold around here, but it can. Alright, so let's say you got some deeper stains that won't come out. Let's say it's a little discolored. It's kind of discolored right here. So what I'd use, either this twister or scout, interchangeable. And this is just like spot removers for the felt hats. This is for light colors, and it would work on this silver belly. Could even work a little bit on this pecan right here, but I tried it, and I'm gonna probably need to get cleaner for a darker color of felt to actually get rid of some of these spots on there. But what I do is either pour it in a cup or pour it directly on here, and I've put both little amounts and big amounts, and it varies. So you rub it in, and if it is, and you also got to be careful too, because you don't want to rub out the color on it. And now, brush it all off. Now that part is the same color again. And you do that for all the spots that are discolored, that bother you. And for the most part, you can probably get them out. But sometimes there are just some stains that are just too darn deep. Put the hat band back on. And there you have it. Your hat is clean. And that's how I learned to clean felt cowboy hats. Now, this does not apply to straw hats. Obviously, they require a little bit of different care, and that is a different video entirely. And as stated in the beginning of the video, there's still several different ways that you can clean your felt. That is just the way that I learned, and I hope that I was able to help anyone. Let me know in the comments how y'all learned to clean felt hats, or if y'all have any questions, or just anything about cowboy hats. Let me know in the comments below, and thank y'all so much for watching. If y'all like the video, leave a like. If you want to see more videos like this, subscribe to the channel. It's free. It's free. No pressure.